Hi, my name is Michael Graf, and I'm pitching a feature project called Moonshot. Did you know there's no law against murder in outer space? A lawyer told me this at a Christmas party, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. Considering that next year NASA is starting construction of Artemis, the first manned outpost on the moon, I think this is an important topic to explore. Moonshot is a courtroom drama with a sci fi twist that looks at this compelling issue. Its comps are A Few Good Men, Project Hail Mary, and The Verdict. It's the story of a disgraced lawyer given a chance at redemption when he's hired to defend an astronaut accused of brutally killing a fellow astronaut while on a mission to the moon. Here's our story. While on a mission to deliver construction material to the new Artemis moon base, astronaut Jimmy Rivera accidentally kills Mi Zhang, a female Chinese astronaut, after finding out their mission commander, Luc Moreau, is having an affair with his wife. The murder plays out on Mission Control's video feeds as well as the astronauts' individual flight telemetry. Short on fuel, the spacecraft is unable to land on the moon or return to Earth, and instead docks at the International Space Station, where Jimmy confesses to the murder. The Chinese want to prosecute and execute Jimmy, but the US beats the Chinese to the ISS when US Marshals commandeer a spaceship and bring him back to the United States to face trial. Frank Schneider, a down on his luck lawyer, sees a chance to salvage his career by taking the case at the bequest of a former friend and colleague, Joan Adler, a U.S. Senator. She was his boss and former partner at the law firm Frank worked at. The senator, who is the chairperson for NASA's Oversight Committee, the White House, the Justice Department, Jimmy's wife, who insists she never had an affair with Commander Moreau, all want the case to go away with a plea deal. But Frank is determined to seek justice for Jimmy and give him his day in court. Frank has been wallowing in his own problems for years: a lost job at a prestigious firm, a messy divorce, and a battle with the bottle. This case is his moonshot at redemption. The question of U.S. jurisdiction looms large over the case. In a pretrial meeting with the prosecutor and the judge, Frank defends his motion to dismiss that there's no legal grounds to try Jimmy in the U.S. because the murder didn't happen on U.S. soil, and there are no laws or legal precedent for the U.S. or any sovereign nation to prosecute. Frank's motion is denied, and while prepping the case, Frank meets Taylor, a Georgetown law student whom he enlists to help him, and they get romantically involved. But in a twist, it turns out she's a mole actually working for Senator Adler. Frank discovers that the senator is a major stockholder in another aerospace company also working on the Artemis project. She stands to make more money the longer the project takes to get built. Turns out she recommended Frank because she thought he'd fail. He vows to prove her wrong. The case goes to trial. Frank discovers Taylor has sabotaged his witness pool, leaving his defense in tatters. He has to overcome this and deliver the biggest closing argument of his career. Frank wins the case, and Jimmy is found not guilty. But in a surprise twist, it turns out that he may have planned the murder all along. Turns out his wife was having an affair, not with the commander, but with Mei Chang. Thank you for considering Moonshot.